What's good? Brian Tong here, and welcome to the Apple Byte for all the good and bad inside the world of Apple. And all you eagle eyes, yes, I'm wearing my Apple Watch right now because, I lost my other one for now. Okay, if you like iPhone news, then you're going to love this week's show after purported new blueprints of the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus have been released by Steve Hemstoffer, who runs the reputable OnLeaks Twitter account. The drawings are sourced from Apple casing subcontractor Catcher Technology, and they appear to confirm new information about the upcoming iPhones. The most obvious thing, there's no headphone jack. But the biggest reveal, if these schematics are accurate, is that there will also be no iPhone 7 Pro. It appears the smart connector and the dual camera lens will be exclusive to the 5.5-inch 7 Plus, while the iPhone 7 will supposedly retain a single lens camera. Both the 7 and 7 Plus will still have slightly protruding lenses based on these renders, but there will be no metal ring around them. Now, these images were reportedly taken from Apple's January testing phase, so things could change, but this is some of the best intel we've seen up to this point. And if this is all true, Apple's doing two different phones at two different sizes with two different feature sets. This is not the Apple you used to know. All right, a new report from KGI supports this evidence and now claims that Apple is indeed only producing two iPhone 7 models. It says the 7 Plus will have a dual lens camera and 3 gigs of RAM. This is again after they've been saying we'll see 3 phones the whole time. Also, 2016 hasn't really been the best year for iPhones, but could 2017, turn things around? It's the 10th anniversary of the original iPhone, and Apple can't just release some iPhone 7s. They need to go big. According to Apple blogger John Gruber, he says he's heard rumors from inside Apple that there will be an all-new form factor for the 10th anniversary iPhone. In his podcast, The Talk Show, he says, "I've heard this independently, and it is completely getting rid of the chin and forehead of the phone. The entire face will be the display, and the Touch ID sensor will be somehow embedded in the display. The front-facing camera will somehow be embedded in the display, the speaker, everything. All the sensors will somehow be behind the display." That sounds pretty badass. Now, some of these things line up since we know Samsung will provide OLED displays for Apple in 2017, and that will allow for an edge-to-edge screen design. Apple even filed a patent application last year that would incorporate a fingerprint sensor into the actual display, removing a physical home button entirely. We've also heard Apple could potentially just skip the S name as a whole and jump to the iPhone 8 or go with an entirely new name. So, yeah, it makes the idea of an upcoming iPhone 7 even less exciting, especially if the 7 Plus is only getting the good stuff, which in reality are just incremental improvements at best. You can already smell the bad apples when this phone releases. All right, last week, Tim Cook said the iPhone 7 would have things that we can't live without. And in a response to the absurdity of this, I had to acknowledge our Apple Byters comment of the week. Extreme Gamer said on YouTube, "I can't wait to see how the iPhone 7 will give us food, water, and oxygen." Then Stephen Eller jumped in with, "Psh, no shelter? I'm waiting for the iPhone 8. Oh, aren't we all now? All right, Siri on iOS has been able to get better over time. I trust it more than I used to, but it's still not the best. Now the creators of Siri have shown off their next evolution of the tech, and it's called Viv, the self-coding voice assistant. What makes it special is that it can handle obvious simple answer queries, but it takes it to a whole nother level by answering a stacked request and using third-party partners to get all that information to you in a single answer. Check this segment out from its debut at Disrupt in New York this past week.
Will it be warmer than 70 degrees near the Golden Gate Bridge after 5 p.m. the day after tomorrow? Okay.
Yeah, like I said, this is a whole nother level. Co-founders Dag Kitloss and Adam Chair said when Apple acquired Siri, they had a different direction for how they wanted to use it, but Viv is where they always wanted to go. Facebook and Google have already made offers to purchase Viv, but the founders aren't selling just yet. This is just some of the amazing stuff that's happening in tech right now, but when I see this, it also seems like another place where Apple has missed out. This ain't a bad Apple. This is just a sad Apple. Now, I also need to eat my words after I made a snarky joke that the Tim Cook Charity Buzz auction for lunch had dropped each year just like Apple's recent earnings, which got some of the Apple loyalists all upset. Of course you did. The fact is the auction ended at over $500,000 to some really, really rich guy, so congrats to him. And yes, I was wrong Tong on this one. And finally, I have to show some love to one of my favorite game franchises for Mortal Kombat X's mobile game 1-year anniversary on iOS. They're bringing new rewards, a new Blood Rubies currency, and new challenge characters like skins for Kung Jin, Kotal Kahn, and Liu Kang. So, if you're a fan of these games, we're rewarding 5 of you with a killer MKX mobile giveaway pack. Get it? Killer? It includes new multiplayer characters, all blood gear, 200 souls, like actual real souls from dead people, and 100,000 coins. That's coins with a K. Send me an email or tweet me by using any Mortal Kombat character's name and combining it with a movie title. For example, the Scorpion King. I know that's too easy. How about the Good Reptile? Or my favorite, Kotal Kahn Air. I'll pick the ones I like and announce the winners next show. All right, that's going to do it for this week. You can email me at theapplebyte@cnet.com or tweet me at Brian Tong. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you all next time for another Bite of the Apple.